Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support you all showing me here with. I am grateful, and you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about Candace Owens. So it happened that Candace Owens has been saying so many horrible things about Black people, and the Jews are happy with her. They've been supporting her and pushing her up. So it happened that she also spoke about what is going on in Palestine with Israel, and she actually called it genocide. And the Jewish community and the people that have been supporting her career are cutting ties with her and telling her goodbye. Why do you have to speak up against us? And I am asking, what is it that Jewish people are all looking for Black people to support them so bad? Why do we have to support your bullshit? Why do we have to stand by you with all the horrible things we're seeing? I mean, we are not blind. We see what is going on. Why is it that when Black people try to speak up against what is going on in like what you people are doing, I mean, Black people are the bad guys, and then you all are cutting ties and all that. And I think it's also great that you all are cutting ties, as long as she did not lie. And I keep saying it. Candace Owen is not my favorite person, and I never knew that there will be a time I will have to agree with her. But then I am saying this: Jewish community should give Black people a break and look for other people to support them. Black people aren't going to support your genocide. Let's get into this video.
Things aren't looking too good for Miss Candace Owens. Yeah, the people who helped to jumpstart her career have just cut ties with her. For as long as Candace was spewing anti-Blackness, for as long as she was denigrating and belittling the Black community and Black people, they had no problems with it. They were supporting her, they were promoting her, they were uplifting her, and they were pushing her up. But now that she's speaking about the Jewish community, now they want to cut ties with her. Now that Candace is speaking against genocide, yep, now she is ignorant, she is immoral, she's all of these things because she is not for genocide. I told y'all, no matter what, Black people are not going to support oppression and genocide. Even Candace Owens is not going to support it. In this statement, they talk about how they reached out to Candace 6 years ago and invited her to some type of convention that took place over the weekend, and they introduced her to people like Charlie Kirk and the movers and shakers over at Turning Point USA, and that started her out on her way. They even quote Candace Owens in this statement as saying, "This really is the conference where everything started for me. I started my career, my political career on YouTube, making just funny, satirical videos, and I got an email from David Horowitz inviting me to this conference, and let me just tell you what a big deal it was for me. I had no connections whatsoever." End quote. And like I said, she got hooked up with Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA, and that's where she got her start to get her to where she is today. They go on to show or talk about some examples of things that Candace has said that they have issue with. They said, for example, she has falsely compared Israel to the segregated South. This is the sort of ignorant apartheid state slander that we expect from Black Lives Matter and the Jew killers of the Middle East. There they go, bringing in Black people. We just trying to mind our business, and we are not, no matter what you say, we are not going to support genocide, nor are we going to support an oppressive state. They go on to give another example of what Candace said. They say Candace implied that Israel was engaged in genocide for defending itself against the atrocities committed by Hamas. That's the kind of genocidal lie we expect to hear from Hamas. I absolutely believe that Israel has a right to defend itself against terrorists. And I also believe that Palestinians have a right to defend themselves from terrorists. And I believe that Palestinians are not Hamas. And I believe that Israel has long crossed the line of defending itself. They have now crossed the line into exterminating an entire group of people. They give another example of what Candace said that they have an issue with. She suggested that to remove the Hamas auxiliary Students for Justice in Palestine from campuses would increase anti-Semitism. They say that's what they would expect to hear from the New York Times. Did Candace Owens lie, though? Did she lie when she said removing these groups from campuses would increase anti-Semitism? She didn't. They removed those organizations off campuses, and anti-Semitism has increased. Now, do you have some everyday hateful, bigoted people that are out there doing some deranged things? Absolutely. But we also have seen some Jewish people out there doing some mean and hateful and deranged things. The more that these Jewish organizations try to silence the critiques of everyday people, the more that they are going to have to deal with people who are being anti-Semitic towards them. When you try to take away people's voices, when you try to silence them and try to take away their freedom of speech, that's going to cause some retaliation. In my opinion, critiquing Israel does not translate, in my opinion, to wishing harm on Jewish people. Period. They go on in the rest of the statement to further demean and belittle Candace, calling her ignorant and obtuse. And they end their statement with, "Goodbye, Candace. We will continue to support those who truly strive to raise up the movement for liberty and life, not selfishly tear it apart." Translation: we will support those who support Israel. Full stop. No questions asked. Don't divert from whatever it is that we tell you to think and believe. Y'all let me know your thoughts down below.
Genocide. Definition is of the noun, the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. This word now has issues for many people, as we're using that word, tossing around a little too liberally in the conflict in Gaza or in Israel. We toss around for the conflict in Ukraine as well, and many other conflicts. But right now, it's causing issues for people, literally, politically, and people losing jobs for using the word. One person who's upset about that word is David Horowitz, 84-year-old, who actually helped spawn the actual career of Candace Owens, 34, because Owens is saying that no group has the right to commit genocide. No government has the right to commit genocide, speaking for the Israelis over Gaza. Because of that, David Horowitz's group is starting to back away from its support of Candace Owens. We'll see how this one plays out going forward and how the conflict obviously will play out in the future.
So nobody's going to talk about the fact that Candace Owens is being reprimanded by her quote unquote Jewish contemporaries in this movement. Nobody's going to call out the fact that Candace is being reprimanded for not taking a side and calling a spade on both sides. Or how about the scathing review that the Freedom Center by David Horowitz came out with? Don't worry, I'm going to read parts of that too. Now, the beginning of this video talks about how they were proud to have her on board because she was looking to liberate the Black community. And she deviated from liberating the Black community. Check this out. Back then, she laid out an ambitious plan to move the Black vote 20 points by 2020. It's not clear what happened to that. Instead of liberating the Black community, Candace began giving platforms to anti-Israel voices like Andrew Tate. So now she can't have people on her platform that are anti-Israel. What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to facts don't care about your feelings?
So this is all I got from this video, and so it is okay for Candace Owens to critique Black people or say some crazy things about Black people, but it is not okay for her to speak up about what is going on in Palestine and what Israel are doing. Now, let me tell you all something. It looks like, I don't know, but I have been following what is going on all over the world, and it looks like Israel has so much power, because I don't see how people how the Jews are so upset and so mean. Because if you are not mean, there is no how you are going to cut ties, probably because you helped somebody elevate her career or something. Wait, it was okay for her to to say so many nasty things about every other people, but not you people. And number one is that she was not lying. Candace is not my person. She's not my favorite person. I do not like, for the fact that she is anti-Black. I mean, I think I have problem with her. I do not hate her. But there was a video she actually made about what is going on in Palestine and all that. And she said genocide, anybody that is committing genocide is on his own. I mean, like, it is a terrible thing. I was like, wait, I don't know that we ever have to agree with Candace Owens, And all of a sudden, the Jews are angry and very upset because of what she told them. Because she told them that you all are committing genocide, and that is a horrible thing to do. And for that reason, they are trying to make her life difficult, make her job difficult, and also cut ties with her, and also cut all connections with her. Why? Because she spoke the truth. Now, let me say this, and I'll make it very clear. No matter what you all do, no matter how you all try to push Black people, because I don't know why they are so much scared, or why they are so much. Why do they need Black people to support them? Why do they want Black people to be part of them? I mean, because from the beginning of what has been going on and all that, it looks like they want to buy Black people all over so they can support them in what they are doing. But you all can see it is obvious that Black people are not even interested in you people. Black people do not want to be part of what is going on. And then Black people do not hate you people. Let me make this clear. Black people do not hate you people. The only thing they are condemning is the genocide that is going on, which is absolutely horrible. And I concur with anybody saying that it is bad. It is bad, and it is bad. So when Black people do not support them, it is anti-Semitic. Like, everybody is saying you all have prejudice over Jews. What prejudice do we have? But because we stood out to say that this is not right, this shouldn't be happening. And this shouldn't be happening, sincerely speaking. I don't know why we have to. If the world is not corrupt, if you all are not corrupt, if the Jews are good people, we do not have to prove to you people, or we do not have to, speak out for you to know that this is not right. It is not right, and it is not right. Stop doing what you all doing. Instead of all the money you all are spending to get people in trouble and all that, or to make people's life difficult, why not use it to stop the war that is going, the genocide you all are committing over other people? Use that money and put it into use for something reasonable, something good. because it looks like you all are moving around, going around, looking for a way to gather people. If you are doing the right thing, you do not have to gather people to support you. People will automatically support you. Now, the latest is that the squad, they call them all out. I mean, I am really so scared for them, but all of a sudden, they called the squad out and they were like asking them, do Israel have to defend themselves against Palestine? Like, they really want to hear from them so bad. And they ended up saying yes. It's really horrifying that you all are moving around looking for people to validate what you are doing when your very self know that what you are doing is wrong. Absolutely wrong. I mean, can you guys get a life? This is all I got to say. Thank you so much for the support and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.